All right, puck drop. Let's go. All right. Looks like Katie Sparks tries to get hold of it after the face-off. She loses it. Goldrush takes it into the off defensive zone. Katie pulls it out, up to Maya Young.
Both teams coming out on fire right now.
We're working in defensive zone early. Like I said, I thought they were going to have a little trouble getting the clicking going. I'm still trying to figure out who's back there. That one's a little pop-up, falls right into Cordy's glove. So we'll get a defensive side drop. I'm still trying to figure out what is up with the sound here.
I bet somebody's sitting on the cord. You know the cord that hooks up? Somebody's sitting on it.
Well, it keeps shutting off. Or maybe it's not. Not sure.
So I used to do it when I put on wrestling shows. I used to mess with the cord. You can just touch it and make it.
Oh. All right, so looks like Sparks is going to take the face off. Lined up heavy. Got Ringenhauser, Young. I'm still learning names, so you have to
Still learning names.
Neff brings it in.
Yep.
First time in the offensive zone. Looking for a pass in the slot. Pops up left of the net with Sparks in the slot. Oh, I'm way off camera angle. I apologize. I'm running the camera and talking. And we get our first shot on goal.
Right up.
And Goldrush goalie gobbles it up and lays on it. And we'll get an offensive zone draw. Looks like DJ's gonna, yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna help you out. It's a team effort.
All right.
Puck slides out of the zone.
To Ringenhauser into.
Oh, nice touch.
11.
Cross by Ertl. Ringenhauser.
Shayna trying to find 11. 11's
There's
looking.
Douglas.
Backhands it to the right side of the net. Comes out into the slot. Goalie pad save out back behind the net. Somewhat ping pongs. I guess that's gonna have that sound the whole game. You want it? Take it. Maybe not. Neff brings it in. Now we're getting a change. So 2 in the offensive zone, 3 coming in off the bench. Scheller and Francis on D. Ertl goes for a change. Brings in Kilgore. Cordy comes out of the net and plays it, passes it up the boards, into the neutral zone. 3 of them fighting for the puck right here in front of us. Looks like Eden Barber, one of the Kilgore girls. I can't tell them apart unless I see their hair color. Schiller, back into Kilgore. Out, that's offsides. Thank you, ref.
I hit the laptop on that, but sorry about that. Sorry, folks, for the slow angle there.
I'm not sure what's going on with the thunderstorm sound effects, but we're gonna have to deal with it.
That's because we're the Cyclones, baby, and we bring the thunder.
So Kilgore Barber, there's 2 Kilgore girls are on, so I know that one's Scarlett and one is Ariella. Eden brings it in. Kilgore scrumming in the front with one of the Goldrush girls. Still in the neutral zone. Kilgore loses her stick. Knock it back into the offensive zone. We get a full change. Abby Schmitz pokes at it but doesn't get hold of it. Sparks along the far wall. Maya Young, all 3 of them, back out to the defense in our defensive zone. Intercepted by one of the Goldrush players. I keep wanting to say Golden players. I'm not sure why. And we'll start off behind our net 8, which I believe is Piper Francis. Piper's got room to run. She's going to take a shot, I think. It gets deflected right at the net. Into the slot. Hard
nice
shot from Young to the right of the net. A miss, but what a shot.
Cyclones working it behind the net.
Out to the defense, grabs it, brings it back in. Abby in, deflects off the skate of Sparks.
They're battling up front of the net.
Schmitz goes in for it, gets hold of it, gets tangled up into her skates, backhands it behind the net. Sparks follows in, back out to Schmitz. Schmitz to Bisgard, and up into a bunch of traffic, gets knocked down to a... What's Bisgard's first name?
Aurora.
Bisgard.
I like that.
Sparks
with the
brings
puck.
it in. She doesn't go for the change. Shoots wide. It's very physical. No whistles yet.
Yes, refs letting them play, which is nice.
Popped up and kept in.
Oh, almost kept in the zone.
Jada gets hold of it in the neutral zone. Gets kicked back in. That should be an icing, but they called no icing. I guess it must have tipped off somebody. Cordy goes around net, stops the puck, gives it to one of the Columbus Flames girls. I don't know them apart. Neff and the other one has a ponytail and I can't see. So, looks like number 70. Mud.
Oh, Douglas
Mud.
comes up with it to Nev.
73 coming in, gets squeezed out along the boards. Jana's got it, looking for a pass. Ertl's open. Jana's off to the races along the far wall, not even being looked at. Jana goes
off the post, off the post.
Out to the slot, Jana's got hold of it again. Now she's got room with this good
Just
screen,
wide.
but goes wide.
Love the tenacity.
Ertl behind the net. Looks into the point, no, excuse me, the slot, gets deflected by a Goldrush player. Tries to go back out to the slot, but intercepted by 73. 73 brings it in, shoots it across the line for a no icing, and the Goldrush go for a change. Neff gets hold of it, kicks it back into the neutral zone. Intercepted once again by the Goldrush players. They're giving chase. Jana has it once again. This time she does get intercepted. Kilgore, which I believe that's Ariella, and then loses the puck. Breakaway off angle though. Goldrush behind the net. Cordy's in her RVH. Got the post sealed well. Net's off. Net's off. So we'll get a stoppage here. I think Cordy had a little too tight of that post was pushing pretty hard. Pushed it completely off. So we'll get a defensive zone draw. Puck just sits there like a spindle. Nobody looked at it. They were called mesmerized by it. Goldrush out to the point, intercepted, back out to 98, which is Scarlett. Gets kicked into the offensive zone. Eden Barber gives chase, but it gets tipped back. Lots of time here. There goes a shot off the post, and Cordy, whoa! She got lucky there. Came off the post, then the rebound shot, she was able to deflect to the central part of her body, and then it came out. So they're putting some offensive pressure on us.
Yeah, Cyclones have to watch for that counterattack. They come through quick.
So, looks like Goldrush go for a change. They got two on the ice. Looks like 14 pushes it up the wall, which that's Maya Young. To Eden Barber to Young, wide open along the wall. Twisted around, backhands it to Scarlett, I believe. No, that was to Sparks. Sparks into a shot, just lays there in front of the goalie. She was looking for 19, Bisgard. Drop pass into the goalie's glove, and we'll get an offensive draw on the far side. All right.
Unbelievable
Sparks will
pace
take it,
by
I believe.
both teams.
Out to 19 to Bisgard. Bisgard looking for a pass. It's almost like they're cycling like they're on a power play, but they're not.
Love it.
Like the cycle. Looks back across to Piper. Bisgard brings it in. She's looking for a tight zone. Piper keeps it in and loses it, so we'll have to reset the neutral zone. And that'll be an offsides, and we'll get an offsides reset.
Oh, nobody was doing the camera. Sorry.
Oh, that was our bad.
Our bad, folks.
I'll get the camera. I thought you were handling it.
No, I was enjoying it, but I understand why people don't mic up and do the camera.
Yeah, it's a...
That is a lot.
So we're going to reset. 11 will take the draw. We got Neff, Ertl, Bisgard, and I can't say that's
8,
Piper Francis on defense. Kick back to Piper. Piper missed it. Comes back into our offensive zone. There's only one Goldrush player given. You want it back. You want the camera handle. A little bit of a bump there off the blue line. Bisgard with room, looking for it. She kings it in. Going for a shot wide. Actually went off of the goalie's pad and then kicked towards the far wall. That was a check. We're going to go on the penalty kill as it looks like number 9 gave a full check into, we'll look at the ref. And they're going to give, I didn't print out the hand signals. I always got to look them up. I don't know. It was whatever it is across the chest. So we'll go on the first penalty kill of the game. They're going to leave 11, Ringenhauser, Ertl, Piper out there. Intercepted shot. Ertl gets it out of the zone. She's giving chase. Got to make sure we keep the defense ready. Ringenhauser going to the corner, looking up to Ertl. Ertl kicks it up the boards, gets intercepted. Mudd has it in the corner, kicks it up the wall, gets intercepted by a Goldrush player. Goldrush 38, kicks it out of the zone, so they'll reset. And that'll be an offsides. Well, with 5:15 left in the first and 52 seconds left on the PK, we'll go for a center ice draw. Kilgore will take it. Mudd gives chase. That's kicked in. Eden Barber misses it, and Ringenhauser has it. She's bringing it out. She's got room to skate. She's shuffling her feet. She's still coming with some heat. Wide shot, but I think that was on purpose to get it to Ariella. Ariella was right there behind the net to pick it up, but one of the Goldrush players kicked it back into the neutral zone. We're on the PK for another 20 seconds. Eden up the boards, touched by a Goldrush player, so we won't have an icing. Goldrush players remembering that they're on the power play for another 6 seconds. They come in hot, take a shot off Cordy's pad to the corner, back out. Cordy tips it up, and I think that was deflected by Kilgore back into the corner before it could get to Cordy. It's out at the point, and they swing high, but it comes out of the zone. We are off of the PK, and we're at full strength. Looks like Scarlett brings it in, around the net, looking for the shot, gets kicked out. That should be an icing, and they're going to call no icing. And we'll get Goldrush will get a change. We'll take a partial change. Eden Barber brings it into the neutral zone. Sparks got some room. Sparks is wide open. She's looking. Kicks back and misses the backhand. She gets pinned in the corner. That was close. We're starting to click.
The absolute speed on that counterattack was amazing.
So gets kicked back out. They're going to call no icing once again. I don't think they call icing. That should be a call right there. That was not called. Looks like Addison Francis gets squeezed out into the corner. We're back into it. Maya Young swings back off the blocker, back behind the net. So we're starting to put some offensive pressure on. That should be a trip right there. Out, backhanded into the slot. Abby Schmitz was waiting for it. We're getting close. Scheller tipped off with some skates. Poke check by Sparks.
She loves to rip
Kept
it from
in
the
by,
outside.
Addie couldn't keep it in, so they'll reset. Gets fouled up. We're going to have a breakaway situation here. Lifted stick, and Cordy's able to gobble it up.
Canterbury.
So Cordy gets a nice save right there.
Beautifully done.
Well, she's awake.
Man.
I'm surprised after last
Dude,
night.
the speed of these teams are freaking crazy. Man. Oh, yeah, I'm back at it.
All right, 11 will take the draw. Back out to Piper Francis. Piper Francis looking for a pass, but gets intercepted by 13 of the Goldrush team. Goldrush is into Cordy. Cordy covers, and we'll get a reset. I'm going to get a drink of coffee because
Yes. Smart to reset.
starting to wear off.
You're doing amazing. Play-by-play's tight.
All right, 11 will take the draw once again. Not sure who won the draw. It kind of sat there like they got their sticks pinned together. Claire Neff brings it in and gets intercepted by Goldrush player. And the Goldrush player kicks it once again in, and that should be an icing, but was not called. I'm not sure this tournament has an icing. I haven't seen them yet. Claire Neff once again brings it out of the zone.
The refs believe in letting them play.
Erdl gets hold of it, loses it to a Goldrush player. 11, back to Claire Neff. Claire Neff looking, only one-on-one. Goes for a toe drag, but pulls it back towards her and goes to the near side of the net, but wide. They're going to regroup in the neutral zone. We're good. I don't think that Neff was ready for it. Low shot. Blocker. I think that was a stick save to the behind the net by the Goldrush goalie. Gets kicked out. Goldrush tries to kick it in. They'll get a partial change. We'll get a partial change. Looks like Neff's still out there. Bisgard's out there. Piper Francis, Kilgore. The Kilgore girls are both out there together as forwards. One playing center, one playing left wing. Intercepted. 2-on-2 coming in. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. We got another penalty coming, as it's going to call that probably hooking. I would say that would be hooking, and they're going to call hooking. So we're going to go on the second penalty kill of the game. When you can't keep up with them skating, what do? You hook them.
Got to do what you got to do.
That's what
Make
you
your
do.
penalty smart.
Yep. It's okay. We were able
all
to handle
been there.
We were able to handle
All
the last
been there.
penalty kill just fine. I think we'll be okay this time. So we're going to go out there with looks like Katie Sparks, Abby Schmitz, I believe, Jana Ringenhauser, and I think that's 76's Mud. Shot wide. I think it was deflected, actually. Jana's got room. She kicks it up the boards. Tip is what they're calling it. No icing on us, which was fine with. Jana from the point kicks it around to Sparks. Sparks kind of tips it on around, but we'll keep 3 on defense, and Young falls back. That'll be an icing. They do know what icing is in Nashville, evidently, when we were on the penalty kill. Thank goodness. We're up to 14 viewers. I'm not real good at keeping, we got 23.9 seconds left in the period, 101 left on the PK, 0-0, and we're gonna get an offensive draw. Katie Sparks slaps it into the corner. Looks like Abby Schmitz backhands it. No, excuse me, that's Maya Young. To Sparks. Sparks is looking for a shot into the point, or the slot, across the goalie. Maya's holding back. This is a good move. Keep us. We got 3 blue jerseys coming in. They'll kick it in deep with no chase, and we'll end the first period 0-0 with 37 seconds left on the PK. I'm gonna let you talk for a little while. we'll switch it around
You
here.
absolutely nailed it that first period. Cyclones, Goldrush, both coming out with tremendous tenacity.
It was.
I mean,
It's been a good game.
doing the camera back and forth, that was tough,
Yeah,
trying to keep pace. So sorry if
yeah.
I made you guys dizzy at home.
Yeah. We're
But yeah,
working
that is some
trying to
work.
bring a good broadcast to everybody. Hopefully everybody.
You are crushing the play-by-play, man.
Well, I was taught by the best. You know, we've got a hell of a crew. With I think they're calling us the 2 minutes for chirping
Dude,
is what they're calling our little podcast.
I love the marketing you guys did, man.
Jesse Blaine was from the 2011 Black team. He made a picture of all three of us, and when we got all three of us, we can't even hear each other talking. It's just we're just talking over each other.
Love it.
Todd's giving the best play-by-play.
Do they do the camera too?
Oh, yeah, I'm running the camera
dude,
usually.
I'm all focused in. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
I'm usually running the camera and just throwing in like some sass, and this time I'm doing all the play-by-play.
Multitasking is not what I do.
I
I'm just
was not
focused in.
planning on starting to drink beer at 9:45, but my throat probably needs a little cough syrup at this point.
Well,
It's getting just to numb it up. Well, the refs whistle and the players say we're still talking about it.
we're
We'll
ready to
switch
get
back.
this second period underway.
Switch back and see what's going on the ice. I just figured you see our broadcast crew here with DJ and myself. Whew. I'm surprised the Gold Rush team. I was expecting a light crew coming in, and I mean we're keeping it in the zone pretty well. I'd say we have just a little bit of an edge on them, but the more we play, the better we're going to get.
Yeah, but that counterattack is absolutely dangerous.
Yeah. So we're going to start off the period with Sparks, Ringenhauser, Young. Actually, it's the same penalty kill line that we had, I believe, ending the period. Who's 88? 88 Bisgard. So we got a lot of 19U players with Ringenhauser out there. Ringenhauser plays with the AA Miami boys team. Shot wide by Sparks, round to Young. Young looking at it. Jana couldn't keep it in. Bisgard looks for Sparks. Sparks brings it back into the zone. Sparks back out to the Bisgard at the point, drops it back to her. Shot in. We got 13 seconds left on the PK, 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Sticks are up high. The ref looks like he's scared for his life. Backhanded shot that was almost
slapped in. Yes.
That thing went at the blue line. Jana keeps it in, and we're going to come off the PK successful. Back out in the neutral zone. We're at full strength.
Full strength.
Penalty kill line's probably tired, so we'll probably get a full change here with the icing. We'll get an offensive zone draw. Looks like on the near side. I just heard an Addy Cakes. Pretty sure I just heard an Addy Cakes. I'm pretty sure that's because Addy's out there. So we'll start off with Addy in 62. Evelyn on D. Jordan 11 and Claire out there right now. Claire's what? We're on a PK again. I didn't see the call. Did you see it?
I did not see the call.
Well, you know what'll eat up a goalie's confidence? Well, not confidence, but their endurance is playing on the PK because they're usually all set.
Yes.
So back on the PK, I didn't see what the call was. It must have been something bad. Sin bin for Claire Neff. And we're going on our third penalty kill of the game. No call on that check to the high head, but we're tough girls. We got some tough girls in Cincinnati. They'll play on. Ertl brings it into the neutral zone, across to 11. 11's looking deep, plays it to the goalie. Goalie covers the puck, and we'll get an offensive side draw on the far circle. And we'll get, I don't think we went with the line change. We're still sticking with the same one. We got Ertl 11, Francis, and Evelyn Scheller. Excuse me, Scheller. I'll get it by the
You're good.
third game. I'll have all the names down, and then I'll forget all the names for Cordy's other team. We're down to 13 viewers, so we must have pissed one of them off.
That's what
51
happens.
seconds left in the penalty kill. Francis gives chase, gets knocked back into our offensive zone. She's going to go coast to coast. It looks like she's attempting. No, she kicks it up the board into a lot of blue shirts. Piper Francis intercepts. Excuse me, that is not Piper Francis. I just saw the A on the shirt. That is Ariella Kilgore, 97, intercepts what could have been a solid laser shot. Behind the net, Scheller's been out there for a while. She should probably look for a change. Kilgore, out, Goldrush to the point. High pass, gets knocked down by the side. Shot wide to Goldrush player in the corner. Kilgore, wide open shot. Knocked down by Schiller, so I guess she's out there doing her thing still. She was able to knock that down before it even got to Cordy. Good defense. And that'll be an icing, but I believe that'll be an icing for a change because some of them have been out there for a long time, and I believe the penalty kill's over. So we're back.
That's a way to handle business,
That was the third one, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's our third penalty kill. Great job, Cyclones.
We came in figuring, you know what, let's go for a challenge, and we'll play 4-on-5 for most of the game. 12:08. Defensive draw gets kicked back to Bisgard, maybe 88. Yeah, Bisgard.
Yeah, 88. Bisgard.
Bisgard up to Scarlett. Scarlett up to Barber. Eden's got room. She tries to backhand, gets intercepted by there goes another penalty. We're going to go for that. That's a check from behind on the numbers. So we're going to go on our fourth penalty kill. We got to be careful here, girls. Some of these girls just used to playing on the boys' side or playing with their brothers, but that was a solid check from behind in the numbers. And that'd be Eden Barber. So we'll get another minute 30, 4-on-5. We'll go with Piper Francis, Bisgard, Sparks, and Schmitz. No comments in the chat yet, DJ.
No comments? Maybe just a let's go Cyclones.
Yeah, let's go. Sparks able to knock that down. Goldrush is trying to reset.
Of course, I don't know why I demanded it.
Shot wide. 55, nets off, but saved. So Cordy kicks off the post, kicks the net completely off, sets up, and is able to stop that. So we are going to get a defensive zone. Cordy's going to reset her own net.
We're up to 15 viewers.
Oh, nice.
Let's go, Cyclones.
40 wide of the net. She's able to knock it down, but it gets knocked down behind the net. She resets. Skirmish behind. Two of the Cyclones girls swarm that Goldrush girl. It cut back into the neutral zone. 55 is a force for their team. And she gets knocked, squeezed completely out by Sparks. That's a high shot. High stick should be a high stick. I don't see. Where's the other ref? Oh, he's going to call an icing on that one. Sparks squeezes the girl out into the corner. Well, we're still on there.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I don't know why that went off. There it goes. I don't know why it turned off. I opened that up so it can get some air. Sometimes it gets hot. If I haven't tried to shoot in 4K yet. We had a little camera issue, but it's all good. We do have a comment. Let's go Cyclones from Julia Cook. There we go. Riley Cook played for this team in Grand Rapids. That was across the front of the goalie. She just slid across and let it go by. We're back into the neutral zone. 10:36, 20 seconds left in the PK. Wide shot in front of the goalie from Ringenhauser. 11 gets squeezed into the boards. Ringenhauser trying to get it out to Maya at the point. Maya kicks it across to Mud. Mud has struggled with control of the puck. She still got it. She backhands it out. 4 blue jerseys on her. Levin tries to kick it out to the slot. Gets kicked out to Erdl, and there's a cover. So we'll get and the PK is over. We're full strength. 10:01, 0-0, second period. Are you ready for the zoomie?
What is it?
The zoomer.
Oh.
I was leaving it just a little bit out. There we go. Leave it right about there. There we go. We'll let you.
Oh yeah.
If you want to multitask to the next level. That was a backhanded shot. Claire Neff looking to the point. Out to.
Scheller loves firing it from out there.
Yeah.
Tremendous shot.
Back out to Scheller. Scheller lines up for a hot shot, gets knocked down, deflected down to Erdl. Erdl back to the point to Francis. Francis lines up for a shot, gets a check from behind. We will go on our first power play of the game.
Ooh, Cyclones.
There we go.
On the
So
power
we'll get a cross check and
play.
check from in front of the net. I don't know who was screening there, but looks like 43 will take a trip to the sin bin for the Goldrush. Now, 5-on-4, we're putting our power play line is big time out there right now. We got a lot of our 19U players that play up on the 19U team. Sparks, Barber, Ringenhauser. They're going to start to cycle. Bisgard to Eden. Eden back out to Bisgard. Bisgard lines up for a shot, but thinks twice about it. She looks for a screen, but kicks it back into Sparks. Or excuse me, that's Maya. Gets intercepted by Goldrush player. Sparks turns on it in the neutral zone. We'll get an offsides whistle, and they'll reset here right close to us on the near dot. So I think we're going to keep the same power play line out there. They're still fresh legs.
Yeah, keep up the good work, Cyclones. You know it. Going hard out there.
Ringenhauser kicks it up the boards. Gets squeezed out by Goldrush player. Goldrush player on the ground, I think covering the puck. 3 Cyclones players trying to get it back into the offensive zone. Barber's got wide open, 2-on-1, shot, looks for it, backhands to the pad, out, gets our own rebound off the pad, and then trying to get the puck. Jaina backhands it back to Eden, out to the slot, back out to the point to Bisgard. Bisgard to Sparks, deflects it down, but unfortunately isn't able to do it. That'll be our first goal of the game. We're up 1-0, 8-18. Left in the first, or the second. There we go. Boom. Power play goal. I'm not sure who scored that. I think it was Sparks. She was in the slot. But we'll take it. 1-0, 8-18.
Goalie,
We're still trying to get our chains.
Great job, Cyclones.
Capitalizing on the power play. We'll go with Francis, Scheller, not Schiller, Scheller on D. Up to Schmitz is still out there. No, Schmitz was not out there on the last power play line. Back in the neutral zone. Scheller up to Kilgore. Kilgore kicks it in. That'd be Scarlett, I believe. They're both 97 and 98, so it's, unless I see the second number, looks like they're both out there. Ariella up into the corner to her sister, but gets past her sister up to Schmitz. Schmitz gets pinned against the board. Scarlett's trying to get it into the point. Ariella out. Now we've got it. There we go. Way to keep it in. Schmitz knocks it in deep. We get a change for Schmitz. Francis and Scheller still out there on D. Kilgore and Kilgore out there. 11 brings it in. Puck is still loose. No whistle. Now we get a whistle. So the goalie's getting beat up down there with sticks because the whistles are slow, but it is what it is. I think it was loose for a second, and then she had it covered, but there were sticks flying waiting on the whistle, and it may have knocked it loose. Levin will take the draw. Francis and Schiller still out there. Claire Neff and Ertl take over on right and left wing. Up the wall. Schiller misses to keep it in. Stick's getting lifted. Cordial cover, and we'll get an offensive. I think she's just bored. I mean,
Just covering it just to cover.
yeah, she just covered to cover. She could have let that one play, but I think she was letting them catch up to her.
She wants that camera time, dog.
Yeah,
She wants
maybe.
that- yeah,
Maybe
gotta
that's
get
what
your
it is.
air time.
It's true. I don't think goalies really, they get enough goalie time. I mean, goalie time and camera time. Draw comes out to Ertl. Ertl kicks across, trying to get it to Claire. Claire got caught up with a California Goldrush player. Claire gets hold of it back in the neutral zone. 11, looking for 11. She's getting all sorts of interference there. No call. 34 tries to kick it in and do some fancy stick work. She saw on NHL the video game. That's a tip. Neff is giving chase. No pressure. That's a high elbow. Neff looks across to Piper. Piper kicks it in. Sparks fighting for it. Ertl turns, whiffs it a little bit, but goes into the goalie's pad. Sparks looking into the slot. Lots of traffic. Turns, gets loose, comes out to Piper at the point, gets past her, back into the neutral zone. But we're fine because we got Bisgard waiting in the shadows back here in the far neutral zone. Excuse me. Maya's looking for Sparks. Cross. Sparks backhands to the pad. Looks for the 5-hole. Wide open 5-hole on that shot, but just missed it by an inch. Schmitz.
Oh, I lost the puck.
Sparks. Out to Young. Young's along the far
Sorry
boards.
if you guys are dizzy at home. I'm trying to follow the puck.
Woo. Schmitz gets it with her feet, gets it across the line, kicks it in deep, and the Goldrush player covers, but then lets it loose
The
to
pace of
Sparks.
this game
Sparks
is-
has it in the corner. She gets pinned, gets kicked around to Young. Sparks, wow, I got those confused. That was Maya that was pinned in the corner, kicked it out to Sparks. Sparks went with the shot that went wide across the goalie. 19, and lucky that wasn't a call. It's a high shoulder. It's getting a little chippy out there. Schmitz keeps it, Sparks back to Schmitz. Schmitz kicks it in deep. We're going to get 2 forwards off the bench, fresh legs.
All right, I get my
Mud
camera
keeps
work
it
back
into
in.
the corner. Kilgore Scarlett out to Barber. Barber into the slot. High pass. Back to Scarlett. Scarlett goes for the shot. Gets deflected by her sister. Almost goes into the 5-hole, but goes wide. I think they're aiming for the 5-hole today. There's nothing prettier than a 5-hole, and there's nothing prettier than a blocker save. Those are my 2 favorite. Like,
Those are your favorites?
yeah, like a blocker save by a goalie, solid, and then a 5-hole goal.
Really? I just like any
wide.
save. I just like ruining people's day as a goalie.
And that's high shot, goalie saves, and we'll get another offensive. We're turning it on.
Yeah.
Cordy's taking a little stroll down here on the other side, keep her feet from freezing up. She hasn't seen a lot of action this period, I think. But hey, 3:58 in the second, 1-0 Cyclones. We'll start with Mudd, Ringenhauser, Eden Barber, Scarlett, and, well, the Kilgore sisters are out there together. So Mudd's out along the near point, goes across to Ringenhauser. Ringenhauser sips it across to Ariella. That's Barber. Toe drags it back to herself, pulls it back like she's going for the shot. Out to Ringenhauser. Ringenhauser sends it back in deep through a lot of traffic behind the net. Eden and Scarlett give chase into the corner. Shot off the back of the net. Eden gives a shot. off of the goalie. Goalie's still loose. I believe the puck is.
Look at that battle in front of net.
Yeah,
they
definitely
won it.
Yeah,
they
they're putting a lot
won
of
it.
pressure on the goalie. So once again, we'll start in the offensive zone. We're going to get a change. We're going to go 11 with Ertl, Claire Neff, Addie Francis, not Piper. We got 2 Francises on defense. It's a little confusing. One's Addie, one's Piper. So this time we've got Addie out there.
Keeping it in the
Keeps
zone.
it in,
Great
on
job.
the back. Neff gives chase. Try to get up the boards. 11's got hold of it. Pulls it back against the boards. Looks out to the point. Scheller shoots. Gets deflected off of a blue body. Blue body. California player brings it in the neutral zone. Cordy sets up. Shot goes in off Scheller's skate. Claire kicks it up the boards, and we're back into the neutral zone. And they'll send it in deep, and Francis will go in for it. She kicks it up the boards, goes right to Davis, which is the, I don't even know why I'm going to start with the names. Cordy gives a long reach, probably not the best idea. Up the boards to Ertl. Ertl out. I believe they say no icing, so everyone will give chase. Fastest skater will get there. 44's coming in. Claire's there. Whiffs pass out of the zone. So the Cyclones will recover. They're going to set up, try to get this thing cycling around. Out to the point. Schiller, high shot. Looking for from the point. Goalie knocks it down. Once again, she goes again from up high. Far post goal from the point. That was beautiful. It was about an inch. The goalie was going to seal the post and just barely snuck in there. She's going to want that one back. That goalie's going to be pissed about that one for months. So we're up 2-0, 2:06 left in the second. It is Cyclones hockey here in Nashville. 16U tournament team. Best of the best for 16U out of Cincinnati playing here. We're up to 14 players, or 14 viewers keeping track. Got any more comments? Go Eve. Sparks in the corner. Out to Kilgore. No, excuse me, Bisgard. Back into Sparks in the corner. Abby's waiting. Into the slot. 2 in the slot. 11, 14. Excuse me, Maya's trying to backhand pin that sucker in. It gets deflected. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt's backhands it. Gets knocked back against the wall. Sparks has a piece of it. She backhands it into the slot. Young looks backwards. What a save by the goalie.
Unbelievable.
Wow. So they're putting on the pressure. She's getting peppered at this point. Young, back around to Sparks behind the net. Nobody in the slot. Looks like Young's sneaking in there. She's behind the net. Looks like they're setting up something they might have seen at practice. I'm not sure. A little bit of a weird play for nobody to hang out behind the net. Maybe the back door shot. Sparks goes for a change. We'll get Ariella in there for her. Piper Francis back out there. Bisgard. Ariella Kilgore. Maya Young with room. Gets tied up against the boards. And we're going to get some kind of a call here. And that's going to be a holding on 55. So we're going to go back on the power play.
Cyclones on the power play.
Well, we were able to capitalize on the last power play. And like
How you do that zoom, man?
you want the zoomer?
Yeah.
All right, look at this. All right, so that goes in, that goes out. So in, out.
Tight.
If you get too far in, it starts to, I don't know. Marcia tells me to stop zooming all the time.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, you can go in, and just, you get in too far, by the time the puck gets knocked around, or, you know, the movement, you can't reset. Well, Goldrush with an offensive shot on the PK in on Cordy's leg pad and gets kicked out. They're going to call no icing on that. So back in the zone. We'll reset for the power play. Ringenhauser, shot to the 5-hole, gets up and Oh, it's deflected down, and that's the end of the period. So we're going to go into the third on the power play. 51 seconds left on it. Third period. Look at you zooming in on the. Well, goalies give a little bump to each other. Oh, I forgot we'll get anyways. Looks like the Goldrush showed up with 2 goalies. We only have 1, so maybe she shouldn't try to do the splits today.
Save that for a training next week.
We'll train to do the splits by the end of next season, right? No, after the season's over. All right, we're going to start off the period. It's going to be Katie Sparks taking the draw. Eden Barber, we win the draw, comes across to Maya Young. Maya Young, that should have been an offsides, but the ref was not keeping an eye on Sparks, who was deep in the zone. Luckily, there's no video replay. A little bit of backhand. Somebody gets swamped. There should be a call right there, but no call. Back in! Oh! That was a close shot along the post. Eden Barber goes high, hits a stick. Into the corner. And we'll reset in the neutral zone. Bisgard across. I thought I had Eden Barber. Yeah, she's out there. And the goalie takes a cover. She reached out like hungry hippo, that sucker, and just palmed it like an oven mitt to cover it. Cyclones players were coming in ready to snow, but the whistle came and they thought otherwise, building a snowman in front of her. So we'll stay out there with Sparks, Young, and Barber, Bisgard and Piper Francis. Piper goes back into behind our net. Goldrush player gets hold of it. Bisgard, Barber tips it up the wall. Sparks has it in the neutral zone. She's stumbling with it, gets back into our offensive zone. Bisgard has it. Bisgard's looking for a pass. Pass gets the wall to Eden Barber. Eden Barber pulls it away from the board. Unfortunately, the California Goldrush player was right there. They, once again, they're having a little trouble getting it out of the zone. Sparks up the wall. Eden Barber's got hold of it. She's got room. She goes for the shot. High shot wide. Across the nose of the goalie. She smelled the rubber on that one. The puck, all right. Ariella slapped at it. And that's going to be an icing. And Courtney will put her arm up. She'll stop the puck. She'll wrangle it in, and she's going to she saucer passes it. And it's a little off center. She's always trying to aim for the dot. She gives it right to the ref, who was against the wall with that sweet mustache. I might have a mustache if we make it to the championship. All right, well, we're in the offensive zone in the blind man corner because we can't see what's going on. There's a lot of people in the way. I call it dad corner or goalie corner, goalie dad corner. Everybody's pinned up. Their power play's over. I forgot that we were even on a power play for the first 50 seconds. Still 2-0, 12:55 left in the game. Jana gives chase up to Scarlett. Now to Ariella. Not Ariella. Yeah, Ari. Wow. Schmitz kicks it in. No icing. Schmitz tries to pull it in backhanded. Ariella backhands into the slot. Abby was there. Good screen. We've got a net guard or something. Dog turd. We don't know what it is. To the left of the goal. I would say it's a net guard, but who knows? Could be a catfish. Isn't that what they throw here? They throw a catfish here when they're in the play. Could be a fish. Looks like it's a net guard. Gives it to the ref. We'll go for a change. That wasn't icing. Levin's going to take the draw. Ertl close to the net side. Claire Neff on the wall. Scheller and Addie Francis. Addie backhands it in, keeps it in, goes up against the wall. Scheller He's already has a goal. What a goal! Oh, wow, deflected over the goalie's pads. That was from Ertl, 44. That's going to go as a web gem this later on ESPN. That was beautiful. We're up 3-0. Wow. Wow. Set up.
There you go, Clones.
Wow, that was beautiful. That's probably the prettiest goal I've seen this yet. So we're gonna reset. Same on the ice. Might as well get another one. Back up. California Goldrush bringing it in. There gets swallowed up by. Well, she's looking to the point. The point. Whoa! High stick to Ertl's neck on that. She was a whiff of a shot that the stick went up into Ertl's cage, I believe. But anyhow, we're back in the neutral zones. Same 5 on the ice for us, and that'll be an offsides on the Goldrush. We should get a change here, I believe. Yes, we are going to go for a change. It looks like we're going back to the first line. Katie Sparks, Maya Young, and Bisgard on defense with Piper Francis on the left side of defense. Sparks kicks it in. Abby gives chase behind the net. Goldrush player intercepts it, tries to stop it behind the net. Abby puts on some pressure. Out to Bisgard at the point. Bisgard out to Schmidt. Schmidt tries to get it to the slot, gets intercepted. Lifted stick by Sparks. Stuck holding on the California Goldrush, holding Sparks' stick. No call. Maya Young in the neutral zone. Got room. Kicks it up to Sparks. Spark pulls it back to try to take a shot, but can't get hold of it. Lots of high sticks here. Nobody calling them. There's a high stick on Maya right there that hit her cage. Backhanded in! Another from the corner to Sparks, is waiting in the slot, having a full kumbaya moment with the goalie at the campfire, camped out in the blue almost, but right outside, just legal territory. Wow, 4-0, 10:38. We're clicking, we're firing on all cylinders now.
Let's go, Cyclones!
Like I said, the more these girls play together, they're going to start clicking, and it's happening. It's happening faster than I thought it was going to happen. So we're going to go with Kilgore girls, along with Eden Barber, Ringenhauser, and Mudd, I believe. 78? Yeah, 78's Mudd. Allie Mudd. Ringenhauser backtracking. Eden comes in and slaps it out. Good defensive plan here. Looks like Ariella Kilgore almost gets squeezed out. She's far enough away from the boards that should have been a call. There goes another bad hit. We're putting the pressure on this goalie. At this point, they're back out to the slot. Nobody home. Mudd wasn't able to catch up to it at the blue line. We'll reset, cross to Ringenhauser. Ringenhauser's going to bring it in. Barber will hang back, cover the defensive side. There goes a check attempt by a Goldrush player. Total miss. That's a hit from the numbers. No call. It's getting smashy out there, DJ.
This is what tournament time is about. Got to go hard in the
very
paint.
Smashy, and it will get out of control if they are not going to make calls. It's another check by 55. Went to on Ariella, 97. 55's in again. Into Cordy's pad, and she'll cover. It's very smashy, no calls, and I'll tell you, we're not in Detroit. These refs have got to start lifting those arms, or it's going to get ugly. So we'll switch it up.
You got to know the refs. That's part of the game. If they're going to let you play, you got to play.
I mean,
Hang
maybe
tough.
the mustache has got a little icicles going. I'm not sure. You got to get his hand out of your pocket. Those are some definite checks there. No checking allowed in girls hockey. There goes another check. No call. Come on, mustache. We got to have a call on that. Full-blown check on Addie Francis. Still, we're giving pressure behind the net. Ertl out to the point. 62 with a shot right to the body of Seven. Seven's a pickup player, evidently doesn't have a jersey, has a blue practice jersey on with a little duct tape number 7 on it. Either she forgot her jersey or she's one of those late pickup players. I heard the California, I mean, it's hard to get people to come 2,000 miles.
That is quite the distance.
So I know that they were trying to pick up players on the 12U team. I would not be surprised if they're trying to pick up people for the 16U team. They reached out looking for players. I saw some stuff on Facebook about that. But we got another offensive drop. Schmidt's behind, Maya behind, fighting for it. Comes away to a Goldrush player. Tipped by 19. Schmitz. Wide shot. Put it in. Goalie can't get hold of it. It finally gets a cover on it. It's definitely getting smashy here in Nashville. They did call the tournament smash.
They got to.
Bill. Living up to the hype. 4-0, 8:30 left in the game. Another offensive draw on the far side. Sparks will take it. Wins the draw. Out. There goes a full another check against Maya Young. And Maya gets called off sides, but she was trying to get up after getting checked. So we're going to keep going. The Griffins from Grand Rapids are walking in, enjoying our broadcast get-ups. They had the longest, almost the second longest drive. I think they had a New York team here as well. But all right, well, we're back in. Abby with a shot into the goalie pads. Another rebound shot by Sparks. California Goldrush come away with it back into the neutral zone. It's a 3-on-2. 88 Bisgard is able to get hold of it behind, send it behind the net. Sparks lifts the stick and wide shot. Courtney goes to her left. Puck goes wide right. Luckily it was wide. We regroup. Looks like Bisgard's gonna kick it in deep and we're gonna get a change. Sparks stays out. Scarlett, Sparks, Barber tries to stand the girl up with her stick. Reaches around, slots the puck loose. The puck is tied up on the boards. California comes away with it. Pulls it away to Cordy's left side, kicks around the back of the net. Scarlett brings it out into the neutral zone. Eden's trying to get something going on along the boards. Looks like we've got a California Goldrush player down against the boards. She gets up. Looks like everybody's okay. Back into the neutral zone. Bisgard looks for a pass, gets it to Barber. Barber's got her stick tangled up in the California player's skates. No trip though, thank goodness. We got to keep the momentum up. Whiff shot from Francis. Francis cross out of the zone, and we're going to hold back. Goldrush player right here in front of us blew a tire. That looks like, I guess, the clean ice is starting to not be so clean because they are falling everywhere. Definitely going to be visiting the 55 back out there. God, there we go. Eden's wide open. She's looking for it. Up, off of, I think she went high. I don't even think it hit the goalie, but went high into the glass, but not enough into the netting to get a reset. Goldrush trying to put some late pressure on. Ringenhauser comes away with this on the change. Up high into the goalie's glove. A little bit of skirmish with 55 into Ringenhauser. If we were in a co-ed game right now, 55 would be checked against the boards and the boys would be beating the living crap out of. You don't mess with Jaina. That's the rules. Everybody knows. Well, Braxton didn't know, and he learned real quick. Go 44. Claire Neff out to Ringenhauser. Ringenhauser turns wide, backhands it back into the slot. Levin's there. Almost runs into a player there with them. Ringenhauser back into the neutral zone. 7, the pickup player, duct tape bandit for California, brings it back in. Wide shot, tries to send it up, and we won't get an icing. It's not called an icing, so we'll. Hallie Mudd will try to get it out of the zone. Ertle's got hold of it, looks up to 11. 11 kicks it up to Claire Neff, and 5:16, 5:15 left in, out to the point with 6:78 with the clapper slapper. There's a pending penalty on us. Get off the ice, Cordy, and wake up. We'll go on the power play. Even 3 penalty kills for us, 3 power plays. So at this point, the penalties are even for the game. I knew there was going to be some calls. It was a rough 10 minutes
Let
there.
them play. Let them play till it gets crazy. Until it gets crazy.
It was getting rough. So I didn't even look what the call was. I'm sure it was cross-checking. There's a lot of commotion in front of the net. We're on the power play. Minute 30, 15-minute periods. That one kicks loose. Addie Francis kicks it, backhands it back into the neutral zone. Cross to Ertle. Ertle's going to get hold of it. We're not going to get a penalty on that call as well. We are in Detroit, but actually we're in Nashville. And there goes a check from behind. No, we're going to get a call on that one. So Claire goes for a retaliation hit in the numbers. Cordy shakes her head like, what the hell was that about? So we're going to go 4-on-4 for a minute 4. That's off. Well, they're not offsetting, but Claire Neff took exception to the hit down here in front of us. So she retaliated, and when you retaliate, you'll always get the call. So Cordy's having a conversation with the ref, telling her, like, what are you doing, ref? Did you not see the hit over here on her? I'm pretty sure I'm just reading lips from here. I'm not sure. That's what I imagine is going on.
That is fantastic lip reading for
yeah, so we have a California Goldrush player down. They're probably trying to get hold of a... Why are they putting the penalty? It should be... They've got both penalties. Oh, I see what it is. The scoreboard over there just has one penalty. I don't know why they don't use the big board. Yeah, they're going to discuss it. Goldrush player's still down over here. It didn't look like that bad of a hit, but it was from behind in the numbers, was close to the wall.
Definitely
It would have been a penalty. It would have been a penalty in the co-ed side on that one. That was in the numbers, straight from behind. So we may be assessed. Doesn't look like they're going to assess it as a 2 and 10 or a what they would call a minute 30 and 8. So it'll be a minor. Cordy's in her Zen position, which usually I like to call a Jedi resting position during these situations. It looks like the Goldrush goalie's also in a similar position, but not as focused. Wider stance. We don't even have a camera on any of this. They're going to help the Goldrush girl off of the ice. It's a long way to travel to come off the ice. So she may be coming off right here on the near side. They're helping her up. Dixel sticks cap. Everybody's okay. Definitely shook up.
Yeah.
Was a solid hit. I'm getting text messages. Good luck this weekend. So I don't know if my broadcast people from the co-ed side are watching, but I'm getting texts from them. So anyhow. So the Goldrush player makes it back to the bench. Like I said, if you don't call it, it's going to get rough. And they were not calling it. So 4:37 left, minute 30. We'll be at 4-on-4 for a minute 4. I think somebody's taking a timeout. I'm not sure what's going on. Still only have one in the box, so it's definitely not a 2 and 10 situation. That's good. Close, though. Very close to being one. All right, so 4-on-4 hockey here. 40 set. Piper Francis, Young, Sparks gets hold of it. Still in the offensive zone. Sparks comes in hot. Kicks it into the neutral zone. 19 for California, brings it back in and cuts it, tries to pass it back into the defensive zone to her player. Her player misses it. Sparks is over here near the near bar, ready to intercept. Bisgard keeps it in. Sparks comes out, brings it back in. She's looking for a shot before it goes on 5-on-4 in 30 seconds. So right now we're 4-on-4. We'll have about 30 seconds. Piper falls down after taking the shot. I'm not sure if she was tripped or not. That'll be offsides. And we got 17 seconds on 4-on-4 hockey.
Definitely needed that outside. So that was.
Well, we'll get a
We're coming
reset.
back.
We're gonna get a defensive swap. We'll leave Sparks out there with Young, the big girls, as I like to call them. Not that they're no body shaming. They're just tall and big girls. I mean, I wouldn't want to meet them in a dark alley. Ringenhauser looking for the pass up the boards. That'll be an icing. Should be an icing. That is an icing. 5 seconds left on 4-on-4, and we'll have 27 seconds of penalty kill. We want to win all the matches, and the one match we're going to win is most penalties in the game. We were tied. Now we're up by 1.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Number 1 in everything.
The New York team that's standing out here that's fixing to play, they've got some slick jerseys.
I do like the all-black kids.
All blacked out. Ringenhauser looking for a shot. Goes wide off the post, right behind the post, into the corner. We are now on a penalty kill. 5-on-4. California's full strength. Shot high off the crossbar. Ringenhauser looking up high across the goalie's nose. Mudd kicks it back in. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. We're gonna go full strength 5-on-5 hockey. Neff comes in. Puck's behind the net. Sparks. No. Is Sparks still out there? Get a change, girl. Come on now. Now I think Sparks is gonna go in. She stayed out there for the full power play and the penalty kill. She's gotta have some oxygen at this point. She's been out there a while. So we'll get a reset, full change. Looks like we'll get the Kilgore girls out there along with Addie Francis and what's that, 34? Eden Barber. Out to 62. Schiller. Eden struggling. Scarlett trying to get hold of it. Barber looked at the slot, but then the puck got kicked up the boards. Now, Kilgore to Kilgore. 97 was in the slot. Couldn't handle it. Kept it in. We got 2:24 left in the game. 4-0. Lots of action along the near boards here. Kilgore up to, Addie Francis up to one of the Kilgore girls. Gets kicked up the glass. No icing. Was past the center line. For all you new hockey viewers, icing is when the puck goes from across the red line to the goal line. That brings it back all the way to the other side of the ice. Looks like Eden Barber's got hold of it. She backhands. Oh, what a play that would have been. She gets tripped up. We have a pending penalty. Courtney goes to the bench. She's out. Shot. We're gonna finish this game. Courtney tried to go over the boards because the door would not open. She was hopping. We should have videoed that more than the game because I actually think I might be able to pull that. The GoPro had to pick that one up. We'll check that later. So we'll have about 13 seconds of the game that we will, well, unless we score. Oh, we got it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start off in offensive drop, power play. Ertl, 11, and oh, there goes a nice stop by the goalie. I believe that's Abby Schmitz out there, 19.
Cyclones still pressuring that goal.
Bisgard and Piper Francis on defense. A lot of 8s out there. 88 with Bisgard and Piper Francis, number 8. So they got 3 8s staying on defense. That get kicked out of the California player, kicks it out into the, oh, that pass from Bisgard went straight into the leg of Abby Schmitz and gets kicked back into our corner. 11 passes it up, can't get it out of the zone. It's on the blue line, gets kicked back in. Shot gets deflected. Piper gets stood up but falls over. It's a weird fall there. Goldrush keeping it in on the penalty kill, and now it gets tossed back into the neutral zone. 1 minute play, and Michigan still sucks, and we will figure out if they suck that bad tomorrow when OSU wins. Finally. after years of losing to Michigan. Passed up to mid. There it goes. Backhanded shot. Another shot. Stopped by the goalie. 43.2 seconds left in the game. 30 seconds left in the power play. Lots of pressure there in front of the net. Lots of rebound opportunities that they at least were catching the rebounds.
Yes. Goalie working hard back there, not giving up.
Wow, we're up to 21 viewers. A lot of people viewing in for the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
All right, we win the.
Lots of support for the
Sparks
Cyclones.
back in. Shayna gets hold of it loses it on the blue line, but get kicked out. Bisgard gives chase. 31 seconds. 17 seconds in the power play. California's giving a little bit of pressure. We gotta. You wouldn't think we were on the power play right now. We're gonna reset. Eden Barber comes in. Sparks has a room. Shoots. Hits the goalie. There's a trip. That's a trip all day long, ref, but we'll take it. We only got 9 seconds left in the game. Out to Barber in the point, in the slot. And we're gonna take a win here with 2 seconds, 1 second. There we go. And we'll start the tournament off 4-0 with the win, the W, the big W. They're gonna swallow up the goalie over here on our side of the ice. That's the way we started out, 4-0 shutout for Cordy. Lots of action in front of both nets today. I mean, more action on the blue side. That goalie kept it in it. Their goalie was definitely standing on her head to keep it at 4-0. I don't know if you could say it's standing on the head. Cordy's lined up ready to get to lunch. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Time check. So they'll bump fists. Refs will make sure everything's legit. And we'll start the tournament off with the W. That's the biggest thing. We'll be back at 7:30, same place, same channel. So we'll sign off here.
Let's go Cyclones!